on me when you're feeling alone and need some company.
My first memory of music was when I was 4 years old. I used to live in Germany, and we had this we knew this like old white lady who kind of like adopted us, and like just she was like our fake grandma, and she would buy us like Christmas gifts and things like that. And I remember listening to like Christmas music all the time. Yeah. I think there's just like so many different sounds that you can pull from, that you're not just limited to the shit that you're surrounded by in your vicinity. And I think just with the internet, I don't even consider where I live geographically that important. It's more so like what I'm looking at online and like shit that I'm browsing. I listen to a lot of pop punk music personally. I listen to like just like shit like front bottoms and modern baseball. But as a producer, I would listen to a lot of like Toronto rap. Like that's where everything was. Like I really didn't want to work with anyone. I was like really secluded in my own room, and I just wanted to make shit by myself. But there was one guy named like Harm Franklin from the first song we did, and we started making like kind of like bubblegum cartoon video game type trap music and shit. So no, I was making beats at 14, and I used to do like a lot of beat battles and stuff. And I used to I was in the Battle of the Beat Makers and stuff in Toronto. I used to go by Trunks, and yeah, and then I actually started like doing vocals pretty late. Like I did it in 17, so 18 and 20. It's been 3 years. But yeah, I think finally I'm getting to the point where I'm making the music that I've been wanting to make since I was 14. And but it's been a minute. Yeah, that shit doesn't even exist, bro. We're all like brown people. That shit. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain to people what I do yet, just cause I think I'm at the point where it's like a legitimate thing if you know what's going on, but for the people that don't know yet, it's like it's hard to prove it, you know? But I think it'll work out. Yeah, I think we just have so much access to technology now, and you can just learn everything on YouTube. Like, I've never been in like a serious class, or like I didn't pick anything like that. I was just watching like stuff like Tyler the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt doing shit when they were kids, and just releasing their first rough drafts out, and just how genuine and authentic it felt. I almost feel like there's no like age limit, you know, and it doesn't necessarily matter how good your music is objectively. It's about how authentic it is. Just like, you know, just picking shit up, learning. It's easier than ever, you know, just produce for yourself, make music, yeah.
Miss your dog and your mom drinking wine, holding hands in the rain.
Damn, yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's how you got your start.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, yeah, I was in a long-distance relationship, and she was like low-key cheating on me and stuff, and I was like, I made a promise. I was like, man, I'm gonna make some like crazy beats. I'm gonna rap, and I'm gonna get on Complex, and then she'll be like, oh, whatever. And yeah, I was 14. It was just like fully out of revenge, and I kind of kept that revenge for a bit. And then I think when I was 6, when I actually started doing vocals, like my second song got on Complex, and I was like, wow, man, the revenge is over. And now I just do it for myself. I don't do it for revenge anymore, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't used to make beats first. I used to do like graphic design when I was really young, because I first wanted to do like, I wanted to make like Pokemons for Nintendo. That was like my goal when I was a kid. And then I started doing graphic design. I would just hit up like, cause I loved Chief Keef when I was like 14 and shit. So I would like hit up like random Chicago artists, and I was like, yo, let me make mixtape covers for you and shit like that. So, and I would do like a lot of artwork online. Yeah. I've had Instagram for a minute, but I get like insecure sometimes, so I just like delete all my shit. I don't like Twitter to brand my stuff. I just go on Twitter to look at pretty girls and like stupid jokes and shit. So I don't even like promoting my shit there. But Instagram, I used to go by Trunks, and I used to make like edgy shit, and I used to be like dark and stuff or whatever. And then I think I changed my name and I was like, okay, I don't want to be like fucking depressed and shit. I mean, you know, you can't help it, but, and then I changed my name and I like wiped all my shit down. So I don't know if you can like, I'm sure Narwhal can find all the random shit I used to say, but yeah, I think 2016 is my first picture on Instagram. Yeah.
You posted your first picture in April 2016 on April
Damn.
18th.
Damn, he knows what's up.
And this is the photo.
Yes, that is the photo. That's some edgy shit.
Can you tell us why this was the first photo to post on your artist Instagram profile?
I'm not sure. I don't think I was thinking like long term at the time, but I was just on some edgy shit. When I was 16, I was like really depressed, and my grandma looked at my future as she like read my palm and stuff, and she said like I'll find happiness when I'm 22. And I remember that time was like really crucial. I was like, I've never been religious, and I've always wanted to. I've never thought like, you know, shit like that even exists, right? But then that was the first time I was like, yo, I do need to have some hope. And when my grandma read that, it was like really important. And I still believe in it. I think it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that I'll find happiness by the time I'm 22. She said by the time I'm 18, things will start looking better. When I'm 20, things will start like really picking up. So I'm 20 now. What's crazy is the first picture I posted is actually the song cover, is actually like the album cover. Just because I feel like the emotions I felt at that time were so strong, and everything I've been making has been to try to express what I felt at that time. And I'm finally doing it. So this album is, even though I'm making it now at the age of 20, it was really like my teenage growing pains. Yeah, I mean, the Hot Boy tape, I look at it as just like a fun mixtape, and I wanted to show off like production skills and have like cool switch ups and just get comfortable, because I knew the concept for prom night, but I didn't want to waste it because I wasn't good enough at vocals yet. So I knew I would have to just kind of do something for fun and like let go of insecurities. Prom night was really different because I started it off with comics. I used to draw like cartoon characters, and I had a character named Curtis Waters, and it was just about his life and his story, and how actually you gotta listen to the album, but it's kind of like a fictional like Scott Pilgrim type thing, and I made the different scenes, and when I made the beats, it was to score the comic, and then I finally wrote lyrics to it. So lyrics actually came last for that album, and for Pity Party, this is kind of just like, it's just me letting go, I think, of all the angst and pity I've felt, you know, for the last decade or so. That's why I think, yeah. I think it's just culmination of everything. And I think it's time to move on, you know? I mean, Pity Party is like that way, but I wanted to feel like after this, I can move on to the next step of my life, you know? I've had concepts of it since I was like first started. Like I used some beats that the first draft of that beat was I made when I was 14, and I go back and like fix that shit up. But probably a year. When I actually started like laying down vocals, it's been this year of, I mean, a year and a half of work. Yeah, a year and a half of work, and it's just like my best stuff that fits that emotional music category. Yeah, that took a minute, because every time, I still do this, like, even after I released the album, I was like, the next day I made something that I think is even better, you know what I mean? So I just thought, okay, you know, this is time, and I came through with 15 tracks, and then I had to cut it down to 10 just because I wanted, like, just the most concise stuff. But I think, I realized it like the day or like the week I submitted it. I think it's awesome that you can do everything on your own if you need to. Like, it's great that we can get budgets and support, but the best shit is like, you know, just a kid in his like bedroom, just like, you know, just searching up online how to do things and just making it, and, you know, not being worried or like not needing massive budget like I feel like you used to. You know, it's just like you can be so independent now, you know? I don't look up to that much people anymore, but when I first started off, I used to really listen to so much like Kanye West and Tyler the Creator. Yeah, like when I heard Last Call or from like College Dropout or hearing Bastard too, just the fact that he self-produced, he like wrote everything, and he didn't try to make like he wasn't trying to like chase a sound that was really popular. He was just trying to express his emotions. So I think that really inspired me, and I think like Gambino too, how he made this cohesive storyline of an album. That because of the internet really inspired Prom Night too. Those three things. And like Young Lean and yeah, Young Lean for sure. Chief Keef too. At the time, I think it's like shit that inspired me to make music at the time is gonna stick with me forever. Oh man, I'm just picking up hobbies now. I used to like not do anything. I used to just lock myself up, making beats till like 4 in the morning and then repeating it. But now, you know, I try to go for runs. I have a cat now. His name is Piku. I hang out with Piku a lot. I try to spend time with my family. I try to be like normal ass person, you know. Try to be healthy and shit like that. Mistakes. Made a lot of motherfucking mistakes. Don't look for approval. That shit doesn't matter. Like, just keep making stuff. And, like, you can delete it, but I think don't wait till you're perfect, man, because people, like, that shit doesn't even exist. You're never going to get to the point where you're like, yeah, this is good, you know? Just keep dropping shit. And, yeah, like, don't think about, like, who's fucking with it too much. Just release it, and then just keep releasing more shit. Just, yeah, do it for fun. I'm gonna do a video for every song on the album. We want to create somewhat of a cohesive, blended storyline. I don't know if it's like too big of a goal right now, but we do want to have a lot of visuals. After the album, because this is like a lot of like simping and shit, so I want to have a mixtape where it's like just fun stuff too. I work with my friend Declan in Canada with that. So this album's like pretty much completely self-produced, but I want to rap on like other people's beats and sing on other people's beats too. But I have a lot of music. I want to drop like another mixtape at the end of the year too. Yeah. Man, like shit's hard, you know, but it'll get better. Like that's really it. And it's so cliche, but you just gotta keep holding on. But even then, I always knew I was gonna make music though. Like this is just like, I kind of predicted I would be in this situation when I was a kid. And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But, you know, just like don't give up on shit. Don't get like discouraged. Doesn't matter, just keep making shit. It's fun. Yeah. Hey, this is Curtis Waters. I'm here with Ramusa Media. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at I'm Curtis Waters.